All right, you guys, welcome back. A lot of you guys been asking for this video. I'm gonna show you guys how I do a self cut. Here's a couple of tools you're gonna need. I'm gonna use my 5.0. I'm gonna use my Bronze Series 9, my Slimline Pro Li. I'm gonna rock this one out with the feeds. One of my favorite clippers. If you guys been watching my channel, you know this is my favorite clipper. Bring it in, man. This is what we're gonna do. We're gonna start by doing the 5.0 line. Let's go. I like it high. All the way up. And at this point, I don't really care how perfect it is or whatever. I'm just gonna put that line in there, and I just wanna get rid of all that hair on the bottom. I'm gonna jump right to this side now. I'm using my mirror. It's actually a lot easier to do this on yourself, because you can see your eyes are positioned in the perfect spot. Now, obviously, the hardest part to do is the back, right? So that's why I'm gonna get this mirror. And I'm just gonna connect my line. Now, I don't have to be absolutely perfect, but you just wanna make sure that it ain't too messed up in any one particular area. Your arms can get sore doing this, because I'm coming off of a pretty serious shoulder workout, so like, I'm feeling it. And now I'm gonna use the Bronze Series 9. Easy part, man. Easy, easy. What we're gonna do is I wanna begin by pushing kinda hard towards the bottom, right? But as I get to my line, I'm gonna start reducing tension and kinda flicking out. I don't wanna run that directly into that line. I can come down with the grain sometimes, a little corner action, a little flip. But down here, you can do whatever you want, because we just want to get rid of that. I want it gone. So I got my little fade light here, and I'll put my link in the description for this. A lot of you guys ask about this. This light is great, and I use this light to maintain consistency and quality throughout my haircuts throughout the day, but also I can use it for my own self-cut. I can see my line real good. Using my little light here to try to get it as perfect as I can. I don't want to leave myself too much work once this is done.
You already put it in your app? Yeah, I put it
in. That light off so I don't get blinded. And as I get close to the top, I'm gonna start flicking out. Now the nice thing about coming from the 5.0s is, I talk about this all the time, it's just a small jump to go from skin to 5.0, especially with the Bronze Series 9. It's a piece of cake to blend that. Now I'm gonna come down on the bottom, push as hard as I want. I'm gonna get it all gone. You know, sometimes people be asking me like, why do I cut my own hair? Why don't I have other barbers in my shop cut my hair? All my barbers that I got in my shop are great. They'll all do a great job, but I don't like to bother everybody all the time. Sometimes they be, you know, getting customers and stuff like that, and I just don't want to interfere with their money. So I just do it myself real quick. It don't take me long. I know that I got growth patterns that tend to go certain directions. So like right here, I always got to come like against the grain right here to get this spot as low. Now this is kind of like, I'm feeling it, you know, I can feel that there's hair there, and I'm just feeling around so that I make sure I get it as short as I possibly can. I want it all the way gone. Taking the 5.0 off, putting the 1 1/2 on, turn the machine on when you turn it on, and we're just gonna cut the top. This is real easy. You don't even really need to work too hard at this part. Just make sure that you get it all, that's all. Area like right in here that's gonna get very short, so I don't even really care to take like I'm not gonna be over here doing that, because it doesn't even matter. It's not gonna cut anything. So basically the only area I really care about is the very top of my head. Now, like a quick little tip that I can give you guys that will help you get all the hair on the top of your head, all right? You can run this over sometimes 20, 30 times. If I was just using like a regular magnetic clipper or something like that, I'm probably gonna miss a lot of hairs. Now, this is gonna take a lot less passes. It's gonna get all the hair down, and that's a detachable for you. So that's a really good thing to use. Now, what I'm gonna do before I'm done with this is I'm actually going to spray my hair with water. This here is an automatic spray bottle. I put the link in the description. One button, I can hold it as long as I want. All right, I'm just gonna spray my hair just a little bit, and I'm gonna comb it up against the grain. There's gonna be some hairs that I missed, right? I'm not sure if you're gonna be able to see them, but there is hair, and I did miss it. After you wet the hair down, the hair starts to stick up again, and you'll be able to get rid of a lot of those hairs. All I gotta do now is blend this out. Open position on the fast piece. So I'm gonna go up pretty high. Remember, I always tell you guys the crisscross position and keeping the clipper flat. This is just because I'm doing it on myself doesn't mean that changes. All right, I'm gonna begin closing this lever just a little bit. Go up pretty high still, keeping it flat. Notice how I'm not leaving the head and doing any of this. This is something that I see a lot of beginners do. Just keep it right on the scalp, rock and roll. Bringing it on down some more. All right, so I'm closing it down little by little. And I'll have it all the way closed. That crisscross motion.
What's your shift now?
I bet, and that line's pretty much gone. Good time to go back to your trimmers if you have to. Keeping them on an angle, keeping them flat.
That's hard, man.
And we got rid of that line, right? We're gonna work on the other side now. And with the open taper, go up real high.
Once in a while, it's cool.
All right, we're gonna close it a little bit. Close it a little bit. Close it a little bit more. All right, I'm gonna close it all the way. With it all the way closed, that line's gonna disappear. Good time to go back to your trimmer real quick. All right. Now we're on to the harder part, the back, all the way. Now you can see that my growth is going this way, which means I need to go against that growth. Especially while I got it open, I'm begin closing it. I'm using my pinky to begin closing it little by little. Closing it a little bit more. Staying a little bit lower than I was, closing it almost all the way. Now I got it all the way closed. I just want to wipe out that part right there. All right. Same thing on this side. I'm gonna open it all the way back up. Close it a little bit. Close it a little bit. Maintaining that crisscross. I'm gonna close it all the way. All the way. Now you can see that my growth is going this way, which means I need to go against that growth. especially while I got it open. I'm begin closing it. I'm using my pinky to begin closing it little by little. Closing it a little bit more. Staying a little bit lower than I was. Closing it almost all the way. Now I got it all the way closed. I just want to wipe out that part right there. All right. Same thing on this side. I'm gonna open it all the way back up. Close it a little bit. Close it a little bit. Maintaining that crisscross. I'm gonna close it all the way. To your trimmer. All right. Next step, we're gonna grab the 0. We're gonna put it in the open position. And I'm gonna knock out this back real quick. Go all the way up to the top. I'm gonna come against the grain a little bit. Close it some. Moving it on down. All right. Remember, I gotta come against that grain. My grain's going up like that. All right, we're looking pretty good. So now, I'm gonna knock out these sides. Finish that. Fade that down a little bit. I ain't got that much air left. I'll just start in the middle. Now another thing that I happen to know about my hair is this widow's peak grows this way, so I just come against the grain. Damn. I'm gonna come up against the grain a little bit. I'm gonna kind of step back, look at it. I'm gonna go around my ears real quick. My neck. I'm gonna go around this ear real quick. All right, now that I'm thinking I'm done, I'm just gonna kind of brush all the area where my fade was. And I'm just gonna double check and see if there's just anything. I'm gonna use my light real quick. I see a tiny bit in the back that I don't like. Just 2 seconds of work, quick little touch up. Damn. How we looking, Sonny? That's it, y'all. I hope you guys liked the video. Hope it helps. Give it a try on yourself. If you mess up, just try again. It's all good. I'll see you guys in the next video. I'm out.